Happy summer. Yeah, June 1st is the beginning of meteorological summer. You may or may not know that we use even months. So March, April, May is spring for us. 0.6 of a degree above normal. Did finish out a little drier by a little more than ½ inch, but that's better than we were much of the month when it was quite dry. So we really made up some ground there as far as precipitation goes here over the course of the last couple of weeks. Spring overall, very warm, 3 degrees almost above average. Precip was slightly above average too, and March is what really made the difference for our spring, but April and May both above normal. It was a spring of extremes though, but the heat outweighed any of the cold we had. So big picture when we're talking about climate. Same thing for the Northern Hemisphere, more heat than cold. So the average for the Northern Hemisphere for the course of spring was above normal, which is no surprise. That pretty much is happening all the time. But Southern Hemisphere, a little different scenario. Of course, the bulk of the land mass is Antarctica, and it's been cold in the eastern part of the continent. And the interior, well, it's been very mild along the eastern part, or western part of Antarctica, excuse me, and the peninsula. But a net slightly cooler than average for what is fall, of course, that finished up in Antarctica. But it's going to be warm for us the next few days. You wish you had a little bit of that cool air, and definitely a working AC as we head into the end of the week and the weekend. This is 5 to 10 degrees, 5 to 10 day temperature anomalies are going to be well above normal. We've got a ridge in the upper level of the atmosphere, a big heat bubble that's going to be building in the central and eastern part of the continent. That's going to keep temperatures well above average here by middle and end of the week into the foreseeable future. In fact, the west starts to cool off, which is good. They need a break because it's been so dry. Anytime we can have some cooler than normal temperatures there is good. And then heat building here in the east. One little ripple disturbance in the atmosphere, a little wave in the middle of the atmosphere that's moving through the Dakotas today into Minnesota tomorrow is going to be really our only chance of some precip. And it's going to be very spotty, but early in the day and then maybe late in the day tomorrow, we could have 1 or 2 showers or maybe a rumble of thunder pop up as we watch this wave, this area of vorticity or spin in the middle of the atmosphere move through tomorrow. It's going to be really the only focal point. Today in the Dakotas, by early tomorrow, maybe western Minnesota has a couple of showers. And then with some of that daytime heating tomorrow, we could see a couple of showers or an isolated storm pop up late in the day. It's a pretty small chance for tomorrow, but it is really the only weather to speak of other than that heat building through the week. We'll be waiting until Monday or maybe even probably Tuesday to see any significant moisture. It's all about that low level flow. We need some deep low level flow straight out of the south to bring in the humidity and increase the storm chances. It's going to be more out of the southwest here the next several days, which means the heat builds, but not necessarily the moisture for thunderstorms or instability. But by early next week, these are dew points, a string of 70-degree dew points up from the Gulf of Mexico, combined with the next disturbance, which will be an upper level low coming out of the southwest, swinging through Texas and then moving straight north Tuesday into Wednesday. This is going to be the focal point for possible storminess, maybe even some severe weather. It's a week out, but we'll keep our eye on it. But regardless, we'll finally see some thunderstorms, and we'll need that water by then after the heat of this weekend. It's going to be pretty dry. And again, tomorrow's our only chance of some showers. So next week, we're going to be really relying upon maybe some of those showers and thunderstorms. But gorgeous today, upper 70s, gradually warming over the next couple, low to mid 80s, and then near 90 already Friday. And it could be a string of them heading into the weekend. Too bad we didn't have that weather for the holiday weekend, but hey, whatever. It's that time of year you head to the lake or pool whenever you get the chance. It is going to be hot. And then again, maybe some storms finally by early next week.